Okay, so I successfully recovered my Coinbase wallet. So let's talk about it. Okay, so yesterday I did a video telling you that I was having trouble, getting into my Coinbase wallet, and I'm trying to figure out how to recover my Coinbase wallet. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that other video, so it reduces confusion. So I am going to replay that here, but I'm going to edit it down quite a bit, just to describe the problem to you, and then I'll give you the solution. So let me remind you of the problem that I was having with my Coinbase wallet. Okay, so I went to my menu bar and I clicked on my Coinbase wallet icon. So the only thing I'm thinking right now is I must have opened up a second wallet somewhere along the way. And the seed phrase that I wrote down there, the official one, all typed up nice and neat, in order, it must have been for my original, wallet. Now it took me a day to kind of think, well, that must be it. I mean, I don't remember opening up a second wallet, but I do take good notes. So I went through all of my old papers, and I did come across another set of seed phrases, for Coinbase Wallet. Now, here's the thing, though. You know how usually you get your string of seed words, and it's usually in columns of 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so I made a note, handwritten notes that says, I made a handwritten note, Coinbase Wallet extension phrase. Okay, and then by hand, I wrote out those words, but the words weren't presented in the usual way. And I wrote them down exactly the way they're given to me, to write down. So this is how they appear. And you can see how they're staggered, right? And just so you don't know, these are not the actual words. I changed the words, for security purposes. I'm not that stupid. Okay, so finally I figured out, okay, that must be it. I had kind of a eureka moment. Okay, that must be what I meant for my Coinbase Wallet extension phrase. And I plugged in every variation I could think of with these new words. So I've done several variations, right? I did what you would think. First, I went, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did that, and then I went down. Well, maybe I have to go down, first column, second column, third column, and that didn't work. And then I said, well, maybe it's got to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I've tried several different variants, and I can't figure. I mean, but I think this must be the solution. So the question I'm asking, the worldwide audience out there is, have any of you seen this before where you were given your seed phrase in an unusual way, in a staggered way, like this one? And if so, do you know the proper order in which I'm supposed to enter those words into, the setup process and the recovery process? Okay, I mean, listen, I know that I do still have my crypto that I thought I had inside of a, Coinbase wallet, but apparently they're in a wallet where I can't figure out how to bring up the seed words. But apparently it's inside of a Coinbase wallet that has a seed phrase arrangement that's kind of weird. So what I need to know is, in what order do I put those words that they gave me? And again, I wrote them out in the order that it was given to me at the time. So I know that I do have my cryptos. I just need to figure out apparently the order in which I'm supposed to put in, the seed phrase. Okay, so what was the solution? First of all, a big round of thanks to everybody who reached out to me to offer, potential solutions to my problem. And there are a lot of creative ideas. I mean, none of them worked, but I appreciate the thinking out of the box that took place. A special thank you to my Hey Ed WhatsApp group. I mean, what a community. These guys really chipped in. You should try to join the Hey Ed WhatsApp group, man. What a group of people. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And, it's a great source of ideas and support. Okay, and somebody in my group, sent me this screenshot to remind me about the sign-up process with Coinbase. Okay, so I did end up, over the course of time, opening up 2 Coinbase wallets. And the recovery phrase that I was using was for my original wallet, which is really a dead wallet. I haven't really used it in like over 2 years. There's, nothing in it. But that phrase did work. The other phrase that I had that I titled Coinbase Wallet extension phrase, that was for the wallet that I really use. That's my main wallet. And for that wallet, I had set down my seed wallet in like a staggered fashion. I'll throw it up here to remind you. And so my issue was trying to find out, well, in what order do I put those words? And that was my main question in the video yesterday. Well, as Rob in the WhatsApp group pointed out to me yesterday, okay, so that staggered feature, that's part of the sign up process. So when you sign up with your Coinbase wallet, they do give you the regular string of words that act as your seed phrase. And then as an added security feature, before you officially go live, they ask you to click on the first and last letter in your seed phrase, and they put those words randomly inside of that phrase. Now, why I wrote down those those numbers, in that staggered fashion, I don't know what I was thinking that day. So those words inside of that staggered seed phrase are the words inside of my seed phrase, but they were jumbled up. So I had to figure out the proper order of the words. Now, there was a moment there when I was going on Google looking for, descrambling devices and put in my words and have them give me all sorts of variations of the words. And I was going to spend the rest of my life, plugging in those variations to see if one of them worked. But listen, I am actually a very good note taker. Okay. So, and I don't throw away notes. They may be buried away somewhere under a box somewhere, but, I keep everything. So I thought, well, listen, I must have written down that original seed phrase somewhere. So guess what happened? So going over everything again, I literally looked at the back of the page where I'd written down the scrambled words, and I discovered the actual phrase in the proper order. So I plugged them in, and boom, it worked. So I did have the seed phrase, there. I just overlooked it when I was, searching through all of my stuff because I had written it on the back of the page. Listen, there are a couple of lessons here that everyone has to take from this. Lesson number one is if you have a Coinbase wallet or any wallet that sits on the Chrome extension bar, you could log in one day and boom, you have to put in your seed phrase again. So you have to have your seed phrases in that event. And of course, that leads us to the main lesson is whenever you open up any kind of crypto wallet, always, always, always write down your seed phrase and put it someplace where it's secure and that you can find it if you dig, long enough. You have to have your seed phrase. And that segues into the final and main lesson is without your seed phrase, you're screwed, okay, as far as your wallet goes. That's why whenever you open up a wallet, they make such a big deal to tell you to write down your seed phrase and keep it someplace safe and don't share it with anyone. Because I don't care what clever plan you come up with, to recover a crypto wallet, without your seed phrase, you will not do it. So in the future, if you feel like sending me an email message saying that, I can't open up my wallet, I can't figure out how to do it, the only answer you're going to get from me, man, is, listen, do you have your seed phrase? If you don't have your seed phrase, you're out of luck. And if you do have your seed phrase, you don't need me. Just, log into your wallet and open it up again. Now, this feature, I will admit, is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, that one little mistake, if you lose that seed phrase, you're out of luck. Your cryptos are, gone forever. They're out in the ether. And I mean, nobody can touch it, but neither can you. It's dead crypto. On the other hand, it does demonstrate how really secure these crypto wallets are. I mean, our banks are not that secure. Our government is not that secure. How many times have we all lost our social security numbers because of our government security? So in that respect, it's a good thing. You just have to be responsible. So write down your seed phrases and keep them in a secure, recoverable place. And I got one final message here from a message that I got on one of my videos from one of my subscribers. I'm not going to mention his name, but he'll know who he is. Someone asked me, how he can move his crypto, from OKX, to Binance. And he gave me the seed phrase of his account. Now, I'm sure this is probably a newbie to the crypto space, and he probably thought, he could trust me and that and everything. But oh man, never ever, share your seed phrase with anybody. Don't fall for these online scammers, especially if they have an Indian accent and they tell you that they can solve your problem. All you have to do is give them your seed phrase. Never give anybody your seed phrase. The only time you might share your seed phrase is in your will. So when you die, you might share that information, for your heirs in case so that they can access, your wallets. Outside of that, never ever share, your seed phrase. Ed Anderson, live from Minnesota, signing out.
Copy that.